Hey, bro, but that confirmation bias shit that they've brought up before and people have talked about before,
Yeah.
to be aware of, it's a tricky thing. I've thought about it before. Like, it's something maybe we could even dive into on the pod. Maybe we can talk about it a little bit now. How do you guys feel about confirmation bias? Because what happens is, you guys both know, the algorithms feed you shit that you're already is in your realm, is in your things you're gonna click on, things you're into, things you vibe with. You know what I mean? Things that are already in your zeitgeist. Manifested kind of in a. They're trying to, manifest it for you. So I'm saying that to say, like, how do you get outside of your own confirmation bias, and how do you stay aware of your own confirmation bias?
What is confirmation bias? I didn't really understand what you said right now.
It means like when you lean towards things that confirm your ideas or your ideals. So we all do it. We pick data that backs up our argument. Like if you're in an argument with somebody, you're going to logically use something that supports your argument.
Yeah.
So what happens naturally over time is you're attracted to information that supports your argument.
Yeah.
So your limitation is your confirmation bias at some point. Yeah. Because you have a vested interest. And the more people get into shit, like we've interviewed, my man, Tom O'Neill, 25 years into some shit.
Yeah.
Your confirmation bias is probably really strong at that point.
Yeah.
Even for like the cops that are wrong, they don't want to come off their high horse at that point because their confirmation bias, why would they?
For sure.
It's in their best interest not to backtrack at that point, So yeah, everybody has to be aware of their own limitation because we're all like stuck in that confirmation bias realm,
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of it other than just recognizing it,
Yeah.
and being open to being wrong.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I was gonna say, that's basically where I think, not where I think, where it is with humility. You have to like put aside your ego and be like, I'm fucking wrong. I'm fucking up right now. This is wrong.
Yeah.
And just be like, and that's hard.
Remaining humble.
That's hard though sometimes,
Here it is. Confirmation bias is a tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values. People display this bias when they select information that supports their views, ignoring contrary information, or when they interpret ambiguous evidence as supporting their existing attitudes. The effect is strongest for desired outcomes, for emotionally charged issues, and for deeply entrenched beliefs. Confirmation bias cannot be eliminated entirely, but it can be ... Now that goes for you guys to go ahead and continue on doing some research on that. But it's come up to a point now though, because with the AI and the algorithms, you may think you're thinking for yourself. I talked about this before, but they're feeding you stuff and you may think, I'm manifesting this shit. I've said it before too. Am I manifesting this shit? Or is AI putting this shit in front of me? You know what I mean? Am I seeing this cool shit because it's cool and it's for me? Or is it because they think this is what I'm going to click on and shit? Those motherfucking AI algorithms are good though, bro.
Boy, hey.
That's why I told you we should use some of them
on piggyback on what you're saying
on IG, because they send me shit that I'm into. They know you, bro.
What you're saying.
There's a virtual me out there, bro. Yeah. All of us. Go ahead.
And let me say this.
That fool's pretty close to me, man.
So the micro would be you getting your algorithms on here, right?
Explain.
Okay. So what you just said, you're manifesting shit, right?
On my,
but not really.
On my own social networks.
Right, but not really.
Correct.
Because possibly the algorithms are just like, nah, this fool likes that shit and it's feeding
That's what he likes. That's what he comments on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is virtual universe.
Now, social engineered manifestation.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a virtual universe.
Yes.
So now, go out here to the macro. Okay. And say this is a holographic virtual universe.
Correct, the Mungo.
And people are always like, the law of attraction, you can manifest. And what if that is the grand architect and his algorithms, and that's what you're attracting?
There it is, brother.
Right?
Way to bring it 360.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.